I come in?
Please.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. You are Soham Shailendra.
Yes, sir.
Please take a seat, Soham.
Thank you, sir.
Soham, what does your name stand for?
So my name is has a Sanskritic value. It means it is a version of Aham Brahmasmi. So it means he is him, and it is also a mechanism of breathing, sir. So when we inhale and when we exhale, it's called so hum. So when we inhale, it's called so, and when we exhale, it's called hum. And so it is also a mode of meditation as well.
Oh, so multi-dimensional. Very good. Now, Soham, a quick introduction from your side, please.
So I'm Soham, having done my schooling from DPS Noida and had pursued my bachelor's in economics from Hindu College, from where I was a part of various extracurricular activities, everything from being a student leader to working to quizzing to being the guitarist for the Western music band, and all of these aspects have had a tremendous impact on my personality. My hobbies include powerlifting, exercise programming, and injury recovery protocols. Then listening to the Andrew Huberman podcast and Jungian dream analysis.
Never heard of this gentleman. Can you just give a little input of what kind of podcasts?
So Andrew Huberman is a neuroscientist and ophthalmologist who focuses on science-based tools to improve your quality of life, and he has been extremely phenomenal with respect to promoting various science-backed studies and research-driven mechanisms that can effectively ensure that a man lives to his fullest potential.
Right. So, Soham, there's a saying, particularly in northern states,
Yes, sir.
that the country is run by the PM, CM, and DM.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, the first two are elected in the sense by elected representatives, right?
Yes, sir.
So, is it time that the DM also follows this route? He should be selected by elected representatives?
So I think that the DM's role with respect to certain aspects, be it when the so I'll take a moment to think about it.
Sure.
So I think that if we add another layer of government, so it might first create a sense of disparity with respect to the rules that are being followed. Let's say, so the DM becomes elected. So, sir, if there is a difference in the party, so it becomes very difficult to carry out the rules. And so, secondly, I think that in certain contingency situations, it becomes very important, such as the National Disaster Management Policy. It is essential that the DM has to play that role in the executive aspect, and DM generally are not amateurs, they are professionals, and they have a general understanding of the localized issues, and they are able to effectively execute policies. So.
Right, good. Now, my final question to you, RTI Act, when was it enacted?
Sir,
okay, that's not important.
I'm
2005.
No? 2005, sir. Yes.
Now, my question to you is, do you think it has achieved its objectives?
Sir, I think RTI Act, firstly, sir, I believe the RTI Act has been called as the master key to good governance by the ARC2. It is due to it, firstly, it has brought about a change with respect to how the citizens are seen, and citizens are seen as active visualizer and an active role in the policy. Second, sir, various scams have been unearthed due to the RTI Act, be it the 2G coal scam. Third, sir, RTI has brought about proactiveness when it comes to the sphere of governance. So let's say that the Section 4, it brings about certain disclosure norms, and it also has the due provisions to safeguard our security aspects as well. But sir, I think more can be done with respect to actionability when it comes to the RTI, and greater awareness, and ensuring that the penal codes and provisions apply with respect to the delays, and that the RTI activists are secured, so that it brings about
yes, right. Very good. Thank you.
Soham,
yes, sir.
So can you just give a brief on state of economy of India? Are we in the right direction?
So we are in the right direction when it comes to the capital expenditures that we're growing at around 11%. Secondly, sir, the cyclical downfall should not be represented as a downfall in the overall aspect of our policy. So if we're going at 6.4 or 6.9%, it shouldn't be. It is more cyclical and has to do more with the global aspect. Third, sir, with respect to next thing, sir, I think I would like to point out a few flaws as well. Firstly, sir, the real wage growth, I believe, is lagging, and there needs to be, secondly, effective ground level changes specifically that drive consumer expenditure that are extremely necessary. Third, sir, certain measures that ensure that RBI is really able to maintain its currency.
When you will get this economic survey?
So it's released today, so I have to study.
It must have been released.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But then it's a very thick book.
Yes, sir.
So how will you prepare in short term?
So I think that over the span of my studying for the UPSC, I have built up this aptitude to really look at the key points and to be able to integrate it. So I think that...
Have you seen the original of this economic survey anytime, or only read the notes of it?
So I remember reading it in one of the attempts. I'm not sure about it.
So there is a summary there.
Yes, sir.
Few pages summary is there. That's good enough. Unless you wish to go to detail. There is something called budget deficit.
Yes, sir.
What it is?
So budget deficit is the total receipts by the government minus the total expenditures.
So how do we cover that?
So budget deficit can either be improved by reducing the deficit, increasing the revenue generated, and or it could be like through financing via borrowing. Or
borrowing can be done.
Yes.
Anything else can be done to cover it? Or if we leave it uncovered, then what will happen? We account for some, leave it at that. Don't account for some portion. Can that be done?
So because resorting to borrowing would increase the loan to GDP. So I think that aspect would have to be, and the coverage of loans, and that
there is a flight of capital from
sir.
Indian stock market
Yes, sir.
to elsewhere. How do we reduce that?
So the flight of capital due to the Trump administration and
No, in Trump's name it's not there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, there must be some policy related to new administration. What is that? Can we learn from them and say, okay, you have done 19 points, I will do 20 points?
So I think that ensuring investments are coming into the economy and that we're effectively streamlining them. Secondly, creating effective opportunities in various sectors, novel sectors, and showcasing India, such as the summits that are being taking place. Third, sir, ensuring that the macroeconomic fundamentals of a country are showcase that India is poised to become an economy that is rooted as a global superpower. Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So it's my turn, right? Yeah. Soham, you are a Delhi wala, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, but you're right now a cyber security intern in Gurugram Police.
Yes, ma'am. I had worked there in 2019.
Okay, you have. Okay, in 2019 you worked there.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm from Gurugram. So tell me, where should I keep my ears and eyes open as far as cyber frauds and cyber crimes are concerned? I mean, what
are you, ma'am, talking as a common?
Yes, as a person.
Yes, ma'am. Firstly, ma'am, I think that it is essential that you are made aware that let's say that some things that are too good to be true are not really true. Secondly, a sense of awareness with respect to the various scams that are taking place, be it the digital arrest.
So tell me, if this UPI business, which is like direct financial transfers,
yes, ma'am.
you can just do it with a phone.
Yes, ma'am.
They have added to the cyber frauds.
Yes, ma'am.
They have. It's the downside of digitization of our
Yes.
financial transaction. Would you think that?
Yes, ma'am. I think it is because people who are not well informed of, let's say, two-factor authentication, of they are not really well in coverage of the scams that are taking place. Although the government has taken steps, like the TRAI has recommended that these caller tunes are set up so that people are made aware of it. But so, ma'am, taking it over, like holistically, I think that it has furthered the aspect of digitization.
Okay. You are an economics graduate too. So tell me, what do you understand by balance of payment, and what is balance of trade, and how are they different?
Balance of payments. Balance of trade, ma'am, generally relates to the effective inflow and outflow with respect to the goods and services. And when they are balanced, it's called balance of trade, the monetary and.
Is it in India's favor or India's?
Ma'am, it was the balance of trade. Ma'am, I'll have to look at it.
Okay, it's very important. You are an economics graduate.
Yes, ma'am.
So balance of payment?
Balance of payments, ma'am, relates to the holistic aspect. It covers other things as well, ma'am. Ma'am, I need to just take a look on it.
So what do you? Why do you think the rupee is depreciating vis-a-vis the dollar? And not only rupee, I think some other currencies are not, but rupee has taken a hit too.
First, ma'am, I think it's the RBI's policy. Firstly, they are loosening the grip on rupee so that they're letting it depreciate. That's a policy. Firstly, second, ma'am, I believe that it's the outflow of FPI, wherein they're selling rupees and they're buying dollars and taking it elsewhere. So I think that these two aspects.
It has nothing to do with the U.S. economy and the U.S. monetary and.
Yes, ma'am. I think that it is also due to the U.S. With respect to the
So
bond yields.
that is actually the first reason.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
For it. You know that in the various the various agreements, India has committed to a few reductions in our carbon emissions and a net zero by which year?
By 2070.
So why couldn't we do it earlier, say by 2030 or 45 or 40?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, firstly, I believe that certain policies are effectively driven towards goals, such as the high emission thermal plants. And secondly, ma'am, it is due to a very realistic on-site with respect to the energy needs of India, wherein the coal also is a very dependable source, so which is why India as a developing country needs to utilize it to its fullest. Third, ma'am, not doing it earlier is due to the higher energy needs and the growing needs
So
of
what is India doing to disengage with fossil fuels and some other non-renewable sources?
The National Green Hydrogen Mission, or then it is the creation of, let's say, National Institute of Wind Energy is creating hybrid solar parks, and then there is effective setup of solar, let's say, solar airports and the PM Surya Ghar Yojana.
Have we also committed to generation by solar power, some quantity, some quantum?
In my personal.
No, not in personal. In the government policies, we are committed to a certain production of certain amount of electricity from solar energy. Some gigawatts. How many?
Ma'am, if I remember.
I'm sure this must be part of the economic survey, the energy
Yes,
mix. Please.
Yes, ma'am.
So I give it to my colleague.
Okay, Soham.
Yes, sir.
Your optional is public administration.
Yes, sir.
You are the first one I'm meeting during this year,
Yes, sir.
because this is not a very popular subject this time, and you have done economics.
Yes, sir.
So what is the relation between economics and public administration?
Sir, from a very theoretical standpoint, sir, I believe that the public choice theory and the application of economics into the domain of public administration was brought by. It is also called as catalactics, if I'm correct. Second, sir, with respect to the syllabus, I think that the financial administration aspect, also financial administration.
That is part of public administration.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And third, sir, I think that it would effectively be translating into fiscal prudency and the e-governance initiatives that are taking place. And I think these aspects.
E-governance is IT aspect, no, not financial aspect in public administration.
Yes, sir,
anyways, now you have heard of Weber, Max Weber, Weberian theory of public administration.
Yes, sir, yes.
What is that?
So it aims to creating a professionally driven public service which has certain qualities such as integrity and integrity, written orders, being very, and as a mechanism to induce stability into the overall nation and to bring about socio-economic.
No, what is its main tenet? You have described about some of its merits, no? But what is the main tenet of Weberian theory?
Weberian theory
Yeah.
with respect to the bureaucracy.
Yes, of course. Public
Okay, sir.
administration,
Okay, sir.
bureaucracy.
So disengagement with the political.
No.
Okay, sir.
Anyways,
Sorry.
since you are not knowing, because it divides the administration into different parts. For example, our public administration in India, there is allocation of business rules. So Indian work governance is divided into so many ministries and departments, and every department has secretary, joint secretary, deputy secretary and all. That is Weberian theory.
Hierarchy.
That hierarchy, and they are given their specific task which they are supposed to perform.
Okay, sir.
Actually, because you are from Delhi, you are public admin and economics, I wanted to discuss something more specific on public administration theory.
Okay,
But you disappointed in the very
I'm so
first
sorry,
part,
sir.
because there is this caste system in the country.
Yes, sir.
What is the correlation between the caste system and Weberian public administration theory that you can think of? Because during the course of your study for IAS, could it ever occur to you, or if there is some description of this in your course?
So I think that a certain elitism that that is promoted by public administration, that Weber, I think Weber, that is there, so that might actually deter the induction of certain.
No, you're talking about something totally unrelated.
Okay, sir.
Caste system, what is the caste system in India?
So the caste system is a.
How many castes are, caste means varnas.
Okay, sir.
There is a difference between caste and varnas. So what is the varna system in India coming from old ages?
So it divides into 4 plus 1.
4 plus 1.
Yes, sir.
What is plus 1?
So it is the Ati Shudras and it is
No,
the.
don't make, then there are caste, subcaste, and that is totally political.
Okay, sir.
Varnas are 4 only.
Yes, sir.
Now, I asked if Weberian system has a similarity to Varna system.
Okay.
Can you guess? Can you understand that
Yes,
there is
sir.
a similarity?
So,
In what way?
hierarchical. Because with respect to the body,
Someone who is an expert in a work.
yes, sir.
Suppose finance ministry people are expert. They have expertise on matters of finance.
Yes, sir.
Climate change, environment ministry people have expertise on environmental issue or climate change issue. So Varnas, a particular Varna, that means Kshatriya, has expertise in matters of war and saving the country. So that is the kind of thing.
Okay,
But
sir.
anyways, that is disappointing. Now I come to your father's profession. He is additional superintendent of police.
at Azamgarh.
Okay, Azamgarh.
Azamgarh.
All right. Now you tell us, like in police, we have FIR lodging and we have framing of charge sheet. We have investigation. What are the stages? Now, suppose a crime is committed. How do we proceed? You have done the cyber security, you have been an intern, cyber directly you start from police system and all, cyber crimes. So how do we proceed in case a crime is committed? How we go about it to solve the crime?
So firstly, the FIR is filed,
Okay.
and the, uh, so I'll have to read about this one.
Okay, you better read about it. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Soham, we have come to the end of our formal interaction.
Yes, sir.
We move on to the feedback.
Yes, sir.
But prior to that, quick word from you about your performance, your self-assessment.
So I had left public administration for the end, so I'm a bit uncomfortable when it comes to public administration. So I think that aspect I have to cover well. I think Nikhilesh sir has indicated.
Okay, Soham, so I'll start at the beginning. You're a very good candidate. You've got a good personality. You've got good physical presence.
Yes,
now you have to leverage your strengths.
Okay, sir.
So I'll give you some generic ideas about the personality test and also some specific inputs. Firstly, you are sitting with your knees absolutely splayed apart. I guess it's because your height is such.
Yes, sir.
See,
So I'll
see if you can minimize it. To what extent you can minimize without feeling uncomfortable.
Okay,
Grooming is very important. We want an officer to come
okay, sir.
from the door, come in from the door. So clean shaven, hair neatly combed, all that.
Okay.
Please stand up. I want to check whether your tie is in good shape. No, it's not. The tie must cover the belt buckle.
Okay, sir.
It should be 1 inch below the shirt where the shirt ends.
Okay,
Right?
sir. I'll keep that.
So see to that. And this is poking out. This back portion should be tucked into that loop.
So
There's
sir,
a loop.
this tie is very short. So
All right. So you please get a good tie.
yes, sir.
Now please take a seat. And it's
Thanks.
always a good option to wear a suit.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. So coming to, as I said, how your performance can be optimized. First thing, of course, is to acknowledge and to get this fact right that it is not a knowledge test per se. You see, a lot of candidates think that they are asked 10 questions, they answer 8 of them correctly, they'll get 80%. It doesn't work like that. Simple reason, we are not looking at the knowledge aspect per se.
Okay, sir.
We are looking at whether you have officer-like qualities. So I'll just list them out for you. The first quality is integrity. So no guessing, it's not a crime if you don't know. No false claims, no bluffing.
Okay, sir.
Second is conceptual clarity. That's very important. And by that is meant that when you are asked a question, we like to see a very rounded response
Okay, sir.
in which you are absolutely clear about what you are talking about. So the concept has to be crystal clear. And with that you need to have analytical ability. So that means that you don't just have a surface view of what is going on in the world. You have come to grips with the nitty-gritty.
Okay,
right?
sir.
So all these will contribute to the lucidity of your answer, response. And lucidity basically means how clearly you present yourself and how well structured your responses, right? And to structure this response, there are two factors. One is being concise and one is being comprehensive. So you have to walk the tightrope. You have to be concise, but at the same time, you can't leave out anything which is important or essential. Opinions have to be balanced.
Okay, sir.
Nothing extreme. Self-awareness, very important, and awareness of what is happening in the world around you. So which newspapers do you read?
So currently I'm trying to read 3 newspapers, Times of India, Indian Express and the editorials of Mint.
Okay. Now I would suggest read one newspaper thoroughly.
Okay, sir.
If you read 3 newspapers, then you're being a little repetitive. Read one newspaper and focus also on E-explained, because that's where the inputs are coming in, very good inputs.
Okay, sir.
Go in for the Hindu, and that has another page, a page called text and context.
Okay.
So always sit with your notebook and a pen in hand and just jot down some of the interesting and important features
All right, sir.
in those pages. And which TV channels are you seeing?
So I watch Vantage by Palki Sharma.
Okay, do you watch WION? Please add it to your list, because it gives you in brief an idea of what's going around in the world. So
Okay,
every 1 hour or so, and it also has some in-depth analysis of current issues like Donald Trump's utterances and so on and so forth. So all these are important, and along with that, quick thinking, because sometimes a question is thrown at you just to see whether you are able to deal with it
Yes.
or whether you're thrown off balance, right? See, these interviews, they are full of random questions coming from all sources. So they are never a very smooth progression. From time to time, there will be jerks, there will be speed bumps. So the point to note is that at all times, please maintain your poise and self-confidence.
Okay, sir.
Right? You should not get flustered.
Yes.
In case you don't know anything, or in case you're getting boxed into a corner, just say that I'm sorry, I will need to read a little more about this.
Okay, sir.
Right. Now, you have precisely 3 weeks.
Yes, sir.
So what you should do is take about 60 of these A4 size sheets. The questions are likely to come from 4 sources: DAF, subject, work experience, and current affairs. So on each, what you need to do is to write down probable questions, right? Say about 20 in each.
Okay.
Then get a good grip on the answer. Read fully and get all the nuances together. And then reduce it to 4-5 bullet points, because that's how you will recall.
Okay, sir.
And then sit in front of a friend or in front of a mirror and practice in such a way that you are able to respond within 60 seconds to 90 seconds. You see, you are dealing with panelists who are very experienced. They know at once whether you know the response or not.
Yes, sir.
And you need to give them time to throw additional supplementary questions at you. The time is limited. So at one stage I saw that you took an extraordinarily long time to respond.
Okay, sir.
That should be avoided. If you don't know, you don't know.
Okay, sir.
That was a question which my co-panelist had put to you. It was on economics, and you took practically 30 seconds, and then at the end of it also you were not able to give a coherent answer. So that is the kind of thing which needs to be avoided.
Check.
Otherwise, you have a winning personality and you have a winning smile also. Use that smile.
Yes.
Best of luck, you'll do very well.
Thank you so much.
How have your mains gone?
So the mains, so I had actually 180 degree in my strategy. I had completely changed my strategy, so I don't know, sir, exactly how.
No, but you must be having some idea whether you are satisfied with how it went or not.
Yes, sir, I'm very much
That's good. So, all the best.
Thank you so much.
Sit down. So, Soham,
Yes, sir.
have a positive outlook. You have presented a positive outlook all throughout, except this last sentence.
Yeah.
So, continue to have positive outlook. Be enthusiastic as you have shown, and you are quite energetic. Maintain that.
Yes.
Okay, and I would suggest that you listen to the question very carefully. Frame your answer before you start speaking.
Next.
Otherwise, many times what has happened,
next can.
half you realize that you don't know the answer.
Yes.
And then you cut a sorry figure, then you say, sorry sir, I don't know it. Same thing you can decide before you start speaking. And then decide what to say. Sir, I don't remember, sir, I forgot, sir, I unable to recall, whatever English you wish to say so. But halfway speaking and then saying that, sorry sir, then it's awkward. Okay. Go through the police reforms.
Yes.
prepare them as if this question is about to come. Same way, Uttar Pradesh is your preferred state. It's not your home state,
Yes.
but it's your preferred state. So once you have chosen a state, you must know about it. Okay?
Yes.
So whatever are the high points of Uttar Pradesh, whether it is bulldozer justice, whether it is Kumbh Mela, state of roads, administration, have a fair idea about it.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
All the best. You just pay attention.
From my
to
side,
what-
it is just that you have to be very thorough in your economics because you have studied economics on basic concepts in economics. Balance of trade and payments is not exactly rocket science. In this, you should not have been stuck because it's a very, very basic thing. And so you need to a little brush up on your basic concept. You don't have to go into high degree micro and macroeconomics, but ये तो बहुत basic है.
Sorry.
And you don't have to be apologetic, but you have to be clear because on such a basic question, if you say, "Sir, I don't know" or "I need to read up," it doesn't give a good impression.
Yes.
That actually reflects quite a lot, no? Because you have done, your optional has been some subject which you are not, basics of which you are not aware of. So better be otherwise it will send wrong signals about your, it is of course not a test of knowledge, but if basic things you are not aware, then that is a wrong signal to the board. All right. So please
So all
go
the
through, you
best
have
to-
enough time,
Yes, sir.
and all the best.
Any questions from your side?
Sir, is the what I'm wearing, is it okay?
No, I would suggest a suit.
Combination nahi.
Okay.
Now go out there and ace the interview.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank
Best
you.
of luck.